holidays.
Happy holidays, guys.
You too? So what's your game plan to get Christian 67 yards receiving?
What do you have last game? 119. So, we'll try to give him the ball as any ways we can, as you guys have seen. And, you never know how it's going to come up. But obviously that's a big accomplishment, third guy ever to do it. So he's pretty close.
Is that important to you guys as a staff?
I mean, that honestly, it's got to be close to his average, So, he's a multidimensional player, and we're gonna, the big thing. If you look at the game last week, he had 15 catches, but they were 15 targets. So to me, that's like runs. He averaged almost 8 yards. So that's just a way for us to get him the ball in space. So we look to do that a lot.
It sounds like obviously you're aware of it. We're all talking about it, and I mean, would it be a cool accomplishment and again organically?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we're going to try to do as much as we can to move the ball and score points. We got to play better than we did this last week, particularly in the red zone, just to give our team a chance. And that one of the ways that we've been the most effective moving the ball is by giving it to Christian, but throwing it to him. As I said, it's not even about the catches; it's about the targets. Just do his yards per target; it's pretty high.
What's it say, though, about just the offense in general, that you've got one of the best, if not the best, weapons in the league in him, and yet you guys still are 5-10, and they've had problems scoring down at the goal line and things like that? Yeah,
we're actually in the top 10 in red zone in the league as far as touchdown percentage. We just had our bad ones have just been in big moments, and obviously that's not good enough. We got to get a way to fix that. We have a top 5 receiver in DJ, as well as the top back in the league as far as total yards. We've just had some breakdowns, in other areas, and then. But as you're right, I mean, there are other areas that we need to play better, particularly scoring, where we're, about the middle of the pack offensively. And I think we need to really do a better job with the explosive plays, because the explosive plays is what leads to really more points, and that gets you up into the top 10. I think obviously we had a bad game, but we're somewhere between 14 and 16 in offensive points per game. So, we're close. We got to be better.
Scott, how do you deal with DJ not playing, and who moves into that role?
And we'll see as far as what the trainers say. It's going to be a group effort, though. We have some different guys, Chris Hogan, Brandon Zylstra. Those guys will kind of roll in there, but it'll be a group guy. It won't just be one guy.
Is this kind of a week that you can just empty the playbook and the playbook is obviously wide open?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we try to do as much as we can just to, like I said, be successful. I mean, a lot of it, I think you asked the question last week about Will. I mean, it's not limited as far as that, but we want to be specific during the week of what we're going to run. So we just want to make sure we get reps during the week of practice of the plays we're going to run in the game, just with him being a young player, so he feels comfortable with those game reps. So you can only practice so much. Obviously, you're only going to run anywhere between 65 and 70 plays over the course of the game. So just want to make sure you do the right ones and the ones that are going to give you the best chance to move the football.
Scott, last year you guys only played Christian, I think, one series.
Mm-hmm.
Would you advocate for him playing more this week because of that individual?
I think that'll be a discussion that we have. I mean, right now we're expecting him to play just like any other game. And then, potentially as the game goes on, we could take a look at some of those other backs. But right now, though, that the discussion, everything that goes into it has been, Christian's playing just like he has all season.
When you watched back what Will did on Sunday, what were your takeaways from it? What do you think he did well, and what do you want to see him do this week?
Obviously we didn't feel great when the game was over. You look at the film, it's like an old coaching saying, it's never as good as you think it was. It's never as bad. There were some plays where he was real close, just some decisions. I think he could see things maybe a little better. But we got to play better around him too. I think, we talked about it with Kyle, we won 5 out of 6 and he probably got too much credit. And then now we've lost 7 in a row and the quarterback position's probably got a little bit too much blame. There's 10 other guys on the field with him every play, and the quarterback has to play better, but we got to give him a little bit more help as well.
seemed like part of the problem too was losing DJ so early in the game and not having him out there. How much harder does that make Sunday, assuming DJ won't play for him?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you lose a guy that's that productive and, he's been averaging over 100 yards. I mean, I think we talked about this. He's been, since week 9, he's been the number 1 receiver in the league. So anytime you lose a guy like that, that's a lot of production from your offense, and people have to pick up the slack, and that's what, we didn't do a great job of that Sunday, but we need to do that this Sunday.
What are your thoughts? You saw the billboard, we want Cam back next year, and I guess you've seen it, I don't know, but on just whether it's you calling the plays or whoever, whether he can be a viable quarterback in this league.
It's just about him getting healthy. There's no question he can be a good quarterback. I mean, if you look at last year when he was healthy, his production, I think Cam, when he's healthy, he'll be great. So, of course, we'd want him back here.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.